Okay, for our next one, we're looking at molar mass. So there's three different types of problems that we're going to look at for molar mass: when it's a single element, when it's multiple elements together, and when we have to deal with the parentheses. So let's start with the first one. Easiest one, we want to find the molar mass of carbon. So the molar mass of carbon is equal to its atomic mass. So carbon has an atomic mass of 12.01. So our molar mass is equal to 12.01. This is the same as our atomic mass. All right, so that's probably the easiest question on the test. Don't miss it. Okay, next one. We want to find the molar mass of CN2O4. So we have multiple elements. So the way we read this, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. We have one carbon because there is no number next to the carbon. We know it's 1. The nitrogen is going to be 2, and the oxygen is going to be 4. So we're going to take those numbers and we're going to multiply by the mass of each element. We know carbon's mass was 12.01, so we're going to use the same one. Nitrogen here is going to be 14.01, and oxygen here is going to be 16. So we'll multiply these out. So when we multiply this, it's going to stay the same. This is double, so we get 24.02. And then the last one, we can put this in our calculator. 4 times 16 would give us 64.00. All right. Once we have all those numbers, we're going to add them together. So if we add them together, we can do that together. 12.01 plus 28.02 plus 64. So we get a total of 104.303, and that would be our answer. So 104.03 grams per mole. And we're going to use the same value for each of these. So that's how we would express molar mass. All right, let's look at the last one, which is going to be dealing with parentheses. So this is the most commonly missed problem. When we deal with parentheses, we just have to read what the parentheses say. The parentheses are telling us there's 3 of everything inside. So it's basically saying it's 3 times the numbers inside. So let's go ahead and read through the elements. Al, S, and O. Okay, the Al is not inside the parentheses, so there's just 2 of them. The oxygen, there is 4 inside the parentheses, and the 3 outside is going to multiply. So this is going to get multiplied by the 3 outside. So we multiply. So for oxygen, it's 3 times 4. We're going to get a total of 12 oxygen. And sulfur, there's 1 sulfur times 3. This will give us 3 sulfur. If you got this step, you got it correct. The rest of it is simple. So we're multiplying by the masses. We're going to look up the mass of aluminum. Aluminum is 26.98. So we're going to put that down for aluminum. Our sulfur is going to be 32.07. So that's sulfur. And oxygen, we saw up here, oxygen is still going to be 16. So let's multiply these out and then add up our sum. So 26.98 times 2. We're going to get 53.96. The 3 times our 32.07. We're going to get 96.21. And then the last one, 12 times 16. We could expect a large number. We do. We get 192. And there's no numbers, so we're going to put the zeros at the end. All right, let's add all these together. So 53.96 plus 96.1221, plus 192. We would get a total of 342.17. So 342.17 is the total, which means our molar mass is 342.17 grams per mole. So that's how to find the molar mass. So if it's a single element, we just use the atomic mass. If it's multiple elements, we add them up. And if there's parentheses, we multiply what's inside the parentheses in order to figure out the total.